Ha! Ha 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 ha! Split second earlier. Hi, Joe. Hi Canon, hi Unprofessionally. Welcome to the stream. The stream quality apparently already low. Maybe I should close a few programs as a background. Nope. Go away. So. And Twitter. Hi Jet, welcome to the stream. Oh yeah. Hi Yo-Yo, welcome. And announcements. There. And yes, more than 100 people. Okay, let's start. I would say. I asked on Discord if somebody had wishes for a topic for the stream, but I think so far I have no overarching topics. If you still want an overarching topic, let me know. So maybe we can spontaneously do something. Otherwise, I would just do this as a normal stream. Let me know what you think. You know, I would really like to advertise the streams also on DeviantArt, or at least more, but it's harder, I would say, and I don't want to write in journal every time. A journal is usually more looked at than stuff like status updates, for example. Huh. Congratulations, Yo-Yo. I want such a computer as well. Yeah, guys, let me know what you want to see. Otherwise, I have to use the angry eyes. I'm not sure if Kirby wants to join tonight. Maybe Tristan. Maybe Nick. I don't know. Oh, cute cat pictures on DeviantArt. I should go away. It's so quiet in the comment section. Why? Or is audio working? Let me know if audio works. Good. Fish. Before fish. There are so many fish. Tons of them. Jet, your thinking was so quiet. Think louder. Kimolichtis. That's a good choice, Canon. I can tell you that. Kimolichtis is a very cool predatory fish. And when I remember correctly, it has even an maybe even a global distribution. Let's use this. Rugops. We already did Rugops. Yep. Let's do Kimolichtis. Let's see. Oh yeah, you know, I will depict it swallowing a small, a juvenile Xiphicatinus. What about that? So eyes a little bit more forward. Pelvic fins. Is there even an anal fin? I'm not sure. Oh yeah. On this mount it's visible. Okay. Nice. I think the largest specimens we have were around 2 or 2.5 meters long, maybe even 3 meters. Well, at least today it would be a pretty hefty animal. Back in the day it was average. Wait, where was it? There are not osteoderms, but there are armor plates on its back. Okay. Lower jaw can be longer. Okay. have no good reference for the big plates here, but I think this should be fine. Apparently I even went through here. Nice. What a friendly fish face. Don't you think? Shading. I'm not sure yet how I want to make this scene. If it should be near the surface, with lots of sun rays and stuff like that, or should be deeper water. Oh, hi Devon, welcome to the stream. Yeah, first like that. For now. Oh, hi evolution. Welcome to the stream. We start fishy today, as you can see. Bisher Kimmerlichtes. A little bit too much. Yep. So that's better. Oh, 2 meters is about right. Yeah, that should work indeed. Okay, guys, let me know what could be suitable as a coloration for this big guy. I'm not sure. Barracuda. Make it shiny. That sounds possible. Yeah, they are pretty similar, even in size. Also, I think Kimmerlichtes is more closely related to modern sturgeons, I think. I'm not sure. Oh, Jet, don't be ashamed. There are way too many fishes out there to remember them all, or yeah. If you want to dig deep into them, it takes years. Good example for another very cool fish is Stratodus, known from pretty complete remains from Niger, I think. Very long fish, extremely large, something like 4 or 5 meters, maybe even larger in some unpublished material, with very bizarre dentition and blah. When I first saw the fossils and reconstructions of that guy, damn. As you can see, it becomes shiny. Let's make it more shiny. Like that. Maybe... little greenish hue could be nice. Let's pray here, maybe. Something like this. Okay. Yep. Okay, I think I'm finished. Oh, maybe I formulated that wrong. There are not too many fish, but too many to remember. Ah, hi Zach. Welcome to the stream. Too many awesome fish. Let's save this one. Stream. Kimmerlichtes. When we were in Dresden and looking through material from the Tironian of that region, we stumbled across some large teeth that were labeled as plesiosaur, but it was obviously fish. And first I thought it might be something like Onchopristis without the root, but closer inspection showed that they were actually pretty large fangs of Kimmerlichtes. Yeah, that's how I found out about this animal. Yes, nice fish. This means that you should go ahead and let me know what we should do next. Fish. While you guys think about what we could do next, I will get something to drink quickly. Protoceratops. Echinochimera. Sapiornis. Oh, that's a good one. Micropachycephalosaurus. I think that was suggested before. But we actually didn't do that. Oh, hi Stephen. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. Maybe Protoceratops. We haven't done that. But Sapiornis is also tempting. Oh, let's do Protoceratops. We do ceratopsians way too rarely, and they are good. Skeleton, and they are good references to work with, of course. And as soon as we have done it, we can move on. Oh, this is interesting. A 3D model of a skeleton and seen from behind. I think that, oh yeah, I will use this as a reference and make it lay eggs. Quits nest rate. Also nice. Also interesting. Maybe another time. Let's see. Ooh, I see Evolution has posted something on Discord. Ah, yeah, I have seen that recently. Yeah. Unfortunately, I had no time to work on these early Sharks portrait series that I have in mind. But these guys, ah, damn, they are so beautiful. Just to show you these. Let's see. Google, I hate you. Do what I want. Yes. Like that. roughly like this. It looks very strange, I know, but that's mostly because of the raised tail here. It's unfortunately still unknown how the nests of these guys looked like. I think just today a paper was published on eggs found beside Protoceratops, and these apparently first sparked rumors about soft-shelled eggs among ceratopsians. But apparently these are just, as the paper describes them, just turtle eggs. Which is also cool, because soft-shelled eggs in general rarely survive fossilization. But of course, we still would like to have some Protoceratops or any ceratopsian eggs. If it will have Psittacosaurus-like quills remains to be seen. I will probably give it something else. Because I think just using the quills of Psittacosaurus on every basal ceratopsian is pretty boring and rather unlikely, considering how diverse integument can be. It's something that can evolve very quickly, especially when it has no major function, when it's a display structure. Sexual organs and display structures are among the fastest evolving structures we know of. the constant competition makes them often evolve extremely fast and diverse. So it's possible that not even within the genus Psittacosaurus these quills were a common sight. Maybe they had totally different structures in other species of that genus. Or none. Or something completely different we can't even imagine right now. That's the problem. We can't, we have to work with what we know. We can't imagine something completely new to us. Or at least it's very hard. Humans can't think unhuman. Yes, we can think like fish because we are fish. Oh, thank you, Cam. Oh, let's first give this one some color, I would say. Let me know what coloration pattern you would prefer of Psittacosaurus. Oh, and before you asked, there are these old charts where you see male and female Protoceratops and how they look as juveniles and so on. But to my knowledge, this is highly controversial today. We don't really know if there was sexual dimorphism within this genus. If this is just bad preservation, variation within the species, different species, or something completely different. There was a talk on this. There was 2015. There was a talk on this at the EAVP meeting in Apollo, and these two talks, both about the same specimens, had completely different views on the material. The one guy was talking about these as different species, and the other group just saw them as variation within one species, or morphotypes. Unfortunately, that one talk was very hard to follow because the guy was obviously one of the leading experts for this animal, but his English was extremely hard to understand. I think I missed 60% of what he wanted to say, and it was really unfortunate because I think he had very nice nice ideas and obviously extremely much knowledge about these fossils. Ah well. Yeah. Yeah, John, you're right. It's very hard to prove. Something like a boar. Yeah, that could fit. That could indeed fit for this guy. Let's first give the maybe a little bit lighter colored than a boar, because its environment was obviously more arid than that of wild boars. I will have a look at wild boars. Oh, let's check something. think towards the rear I will make it darker. Let's give the eggs a little bit of color. Okay, and now let's give it some filaments, I would say. First of somewhat of a beard. Something on the tail as well. Like that. And I think I'm finished. the original is still the best? I'm not so sure in the case of Megalosaurus. Hashtag Torvosaurus for the win. Let's save it. Protoceratops. Oh, I nearly forgot I wanted to add some.
Hello.
Oh, somebody is there.
Hello.
Oh, it's Kirby.
It is me. Is there an echo?
A little bit, but
Okay.
very faint.
Let me.
Let's make you a little bit louder. Okay. How's everything going? Kirby? Who?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm in the car.
Oh.
So,
I hope not driving.
yeah. I am driving, but I'm just like talking on my phone, so I'm not distracted.
Okay, I hope so.
Yes, I cannot see the stream right now at all, but I thought I would do this so I had something to do on the way home.
Yeah. I hope you aren't distracted by talking to me.
Nah.
Yeah.
I've talked on the phone while driving before. So, what's going on the stream since I am blind to it?
I'm working in the moment on a Protoceratops laying eggs. And
ooh, nice.
yeah, and being all fuzzy.
Oh, fuzzy.
Yeah, nah, well,
Good.
not that fuzzy, but at least more fuzzy than that certain Psittacosaurus specimen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Is it located on the tail region?
Tail, a little bit behind the cheeks, a little bit on the back. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
A little bit on more on the hips.
When I get home, I will be starting a painting of Archaeoceratops, and it's going to have a really fluffy rear. More
Nice.
fluffy than the Psittacosaurus specimen.
Nice. That sounds...
It's going to be based off an old Bob Backer illustration. So.
Oh yeah, I remember you talked about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very interested in that. Okay.
I've got a really interesting idea for a color scheme.
Nice. Okay guys, I'm finished. Let me know what we could do next. Before this, we by the way did a Kibolichtes, a large fish from the Western Interior Seaway.
Oh, cool, cool.
Yeah.
For some reason, I thought the Chemolestis was a fish. I mean a mammal.
There is actually a mammal that sounds very similar. It's from Hell Creek. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember the name.
I think it's Chemolestis.
That's possible.
Not sure. I know because I started doing a drawing for it for Saurian, and then they told me that they had enough drawings of the mammal, and they wanted something else. So then I was like, alright, well I guess I'm throwing this away.
Yeah, when Tom asked me to do a little bit of artwork for the book, which, by the way, I hope will be out soon. Yeah, I was like, you probably don't need any more Dakota Raptor or T-Rex pictures, do you? So I looked at all the animals they maybe would never have in there. But in their hands they still added them.
Good.
Yeah, at least I hope. I would really like to see a very diverse fish fauna in the rivers and lakes.
That would be really nice. Should we mention at all the talk that we were having in the chat earlier about Tyrannosaur hypothetical nocturnality?
Well, we can.
Okay. Well, basically, Tyrannosaurus has really big eyes. You probably could see really well at night. So there's something.
Indeed. Question is if they actually could use this ability, considering that they were probably so large that even if the prey wouldn't see them coming, they would probably feel it or hear it. Especially in a highly forested region like many parts of Hell Creek, with lots of vegetation that would make noise when you walk through it.
Tyrannosaurus also has super acute sense. It's got a really good sense of smell, really a good eyesight. I'm not sure about its hearing, but I don't know. It seems like something with such acute senses would more greatly benefit from night hunting.
Probably.
But I don't know.
Yeah. At least I think it would be.
Know for sure.
I think at least it would be easier, for example, to hunt prey like Triceratops, because from the eye size of Triceratops, I would say they weren't that well adapted for night activities. And I think it would be important for a T-Rex to get Triceratops panic. To get close enough to get a fatal bite in. Yeah.
Right, and we considering Triceratops' social behavior, it's going to be really difficult for an animal like a Tyrannosaur to successfully hunt and kill a Triceratops in daylight while they're active with the herd.
Yeah.
So any advantages they may have had, they probably would have taken advantage of. And using the fact that Triceratops is probably diurnal, and the cover of nightfall is something that could go about. I also mentioned that I think that it's very likely that a lot of a Tyrannosaur's diet was probably consistent of turtles, for no other reason than the fact that there are turtles everywhere in Hell Creek. They are by far the most abundant vertebrate fauna that you'll find there.
Yeah.
And they do have bone-crunching jaws, which would make very good work of a turtle.
Yeah. Although I heard about some details at the EAVP meeting when I discussed that with Heinrich, especially about how the jaws works of Tyrannosaurus, especially Tyrannosaurus Rex, and there are certain points that speak for larger prey, actually.
Okay, all right.
It's I will tell you probably maybe later. It's quite interesting.
That does bring up a question for me. Given what we know about non-bird dinosaur, a large theropod metabolism. About how long do you think a fully grown Triceratops kill could hold a Tyrannosaur over before it needs to hunt again?
Hard to tell.
Yeah, that is something I wonder.
Yeah.
It's definitely a high-risk, high-reward animal to hunt, and we do have direct evidence of them hunting them.
Yeah.
It does make me wonder if it's like they take down a prey and then maybe one Triceratops could last them a week, maybe a couple weeks, before they would have to hunt again. But it is hard to tell with stuff like that. And dinosaur metabolism is such a complicated subject that I rarely feel comfortable speaking about it because I just know so little.
Oh, yeah, there is so much to know.
Yeah. Whenever one of my friends asks me, are dinosaurs cold-blooded or warm-blooded, I'm kind of like, kind of both and kind of neither. It's complicated. And then I end the conversation there because that's about all I know. So the last two attempts that I made at doing more pop art dinosaurs ended in failure. I drew 5 Hyungosauruses, and I didn't like any of them. And I drew a Piscocelicadia, and I also didn't like it. So that's why I haven't posted a new dinosaur in a while, because everyone I've drawn I have disliked. And tonight I'm probably going to work on a painting instead. So...
Yeah, sometimes when you are working on a series and yeah, sometimes every picture you do it's good enough or perfect.
Yeah.
And then again you have one zero after another.
Yeah, you have to keep out a consistent stream of content, otherwise people won't be interested anymore. I remember a time when like anything that I posted on Tumblr would get like hundreds of likes or hundreds of notes every time, and now it's just like if I get over 50, then that's usually like a successful one.
Oh.
Although on DeviantArt, I think my stuff gets... I think each painting I post on DeviantArt, at least when I was up to my most popular, would get around like at least 1,000 likes, maybe more. I'm sure some of them went into the thousands of likes. Although I never got into thousands of watchers. Yeah.
That's a lot. I usually have... How many do I usually have? I don't know. Let me quickly check. Well, I value comments more, but I still don't know what to do next, by the way, guys. Maybe something that was suggested before. What was that? Sapiornis.
Sapiornis would be good.
Yeah. Because I know it relatively well. And it's very interesting, especially the new soaring paper that came out some time ago.
I remember Greg Paul's Sapiornis being one of the goofiest looking dinosaur reconstructions I've ever seen. It basically looked like an oviraptor, but with like really huge wings.
Yeah. Oh, I get an average of 147 faves per deviation in the moment.
Still quite good. I think you have, the last time I remember, you have about 4,000 watchers on DeviantArt?
Let me check. Yeah, 5,500.
Okay.
In the moment, yeah. And I think over the next few months we will reach the 1 millionth page view. Whatever that means.
I'm not sure how many page views I have. I know that I have about 400 watchers on DeviantArt.
Oh, nice.
And I'm about to pass 300 watchers on Twitter.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm getting there. Once I actually start posting stuff again, I'll probably get there. I haven't posted any of my pop art dinosaurs on DeviantArt yet, so I better start doing that.
Yeah, I noticed. That would be really cool, I think.
I need to start doing t-shirt designs with them as well. I've been looking at a lot of graphic design from the 20s and 30s and coming up with cool ideas I could do for like t-shirt designs with that stuff.
Oh yeah. That would be nice. Okay, I think I will depict this Sapiornis in a nest.
A ground nest or a tree nest?
A tree nest.
Okay.
Because it lived in a forested area and it was a soaring animal, so I see no reason why it should. So it was apparently a good flyer, so I see no reason why it should lay its eggs on the ground.
What is Sapiornis? Is it an enantiornithian?
I have no idea. I'm totally lost in all this terminology.
I feel like it's not an enantiornithian, but I'm not sure about that. I'll have to look at Matt Martinyuk's book.
Yeah. Wait.
But from what I know about enantiornithians,
there are by now there are so many different clades and subclades within the base of birds.
Mm-hmm.
I totally lost track and I don't even try anymore. I remember the major clades, and when something interesting happens I look into it, but no. And there's also so much traffic all the time. So something new will be erected or yeah.
Yeah, I get you. Archaeopteryx placement always confused me, as well as Anchiornis. I remember back when Anchiornis was first described, they thought it was a very basal troodontid.
Yeah.
And now I think it's a member of the kind of bird lineage that led to birds and not other things. But anyway, I was going to say, from what I know about enantiornithians, it's they mostly all seem to be ground nesting animals, but none of them have the powered flight capabilities of Sapiornis as well. Most of them were okay at flying, but not as good as like your average passerine or stuff like that. And they all preferred really swampy areas as well, so they were probably mostly fishing animals.
Well, that could be taphonomy bias, partly.
Yeah.
I mean, in swamps and lakes and rivers are often good environment to be preserved as a fossil. Same goes for pterosaurs, which we knew for a very long time just from marine deposits. I think there are very many genera we don't know yet from arid or drier conditions in general. And now I try to find a good reference for the wings. This should do. Is there something off the head?
Has Saurian released any concept art of its Avisaurus yet?
Of the what?
Of the Avisaurus.
Nope.
Oh, really? Okay.
I have seen it. I have seen it, but I actually can't remember how it looked like, and even if I wouldn't be able to tell.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
I've seen the concept art.
There were a lot of birds that day.
I got confused because the artist that did it did another illustration of it in their book.
Yeah.
And I was confused between them. But I know now. I will say no more on the subject.
Yeah.
Except for, haha, I know something the chat doesn't know.
Continuation of the torture stream. Let's see. I think that should fit in length.
I think Avisaurus is the only animal that I've seen concept art of that hasn't been released yet. Oh no, there's another one that I thought of.
Yeah, I was about to say there was more.
Yeah, because I drew one of them.
Juan Stripes, boo, torture from Kirby.
Yeah.
Anthony, I really love Arthroplura. Problem is it's an arthropod, and there are these countless repeating back plates which are a pain to draw over and over again. And there is some unpublished stuff that I would like to incorporate into my reconstruction, but I don't know how it looks like, so I can't use it, and even if I would know how it looks, I wouldn't be able to use it because it would break an embargo, and yeah. Yeah, that's why
that I hate whenever
of course I could do a reconstruction, but at least from my point of view it would be unsatisfying. Wait, I think yeah. The tail fan looks different. I knew it.
I am going to leave the stream for a moment so that I can order a pizza, and then I will be right back.
Yes, please get a pizza. Get one for me too.
I will. I'll see if they can deliver.
found fossils of this animal with folded wings, so this is a little bit how I would imagine they would look like when folded.
I am back.
Ah.
And now to get my pizza.
What pizza will it be?
It is a large stuffed crust cheese pizza. Boring cheese with nothing else on it. Because I'm allergic to flavor.
Oh ha.
I also eat my cheeseburgers plain. So everyone in the chat, feel free to make fun of me.
Please make loud feeding noises so we can roast in our envy even more.
I think the reason that I like plain food better is because the country that I live in is the country that like puts so much flavor and oversaturation into all the food that they produce. Like even the most bland chocolate bar you can get in the United States has like a lot more flavor than the average chocolate bar that you would get in like England or something. So it's too much. My taste buds can't handle it. That's another reason why I need to leave the United States.
I was thinking basically this. I think basically the same every time I see one of these cooking videos on Facebook where they show how to, especially when it comes to sweet stuff. When I usually just think too much. Why even more chocolate?
Yeah.
Why even more sugar? Why even more cream? It's at some point
people from other countries that I know that have come to the United States for a while, they always say like the food is just too much. Like it's got too much flavor in it. It's oversaturating.
Yeah, it's so much you totally lose. It's strange, but you lose the taste of the different ingredients because there's too much of everything.
Yeah, there's a subtlety to food and how it should taste that is oversaturate everything and deep fry everything and
yeah.
Yeah,
I usually also say there's only one thing that's better than cheese, and that is more cheese. But there is actually a point where we have too much cheese.
Yes. Oh my god! If you could see the food that we have at like our local fair that we have once a year, you would vomit. I mean, we have deep-fried Oreos, deep-fried Twinkies.
What?
Deep-fried ice cream. Don't even ask how you deep-fry ice cream, but we have it.
I don't want to know what chemical madness they had to do for that one.
Don't ask me, because I stay the hell away from that.
Yeah, it sounds like something from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
I remember an article or something. It could very well be, but I saw a few years ago that there was an article that was entitled "Americans Figure Out How to Deep Fry Water." And the only reason why I have any sort of thought that it may be true is only because I know the things that we have managed to deep fry here. Soda. We've deep fried soda as well.
What? Why?
Yes.
How?
I don't know, because I guess soda on its own isn't unhealthy enough for you.
Apparently.
I would also like to remind everybody that worldwide humans consume about 50% grain in their diet, but in the United States, I think over 35% of what we eat is sugar and fat, with grain being the second.
That's why the American brains became so big, because they have so much calories to work with. Ah, God.
That's why we have an obese problem as well.
Maybe.
It may also have to do with American attitudes. There are a lot of places in... one of my friends went to go visit Germany, and one of the things that they had there was there was just like had flowers out with nobody attending it, and it was just like, leave the money here and take whatever flowers you want and like pay what you think it's worth. And all I thought was that would never work in America. That would never work in the United States. People would just steal all the flowers and they'd be out of business.
Maybe.
Also American.
Maybe just somebody has to start it, you know? It's...
Yeah. Americans, we lock all the
but
doors
it's
to our
true.
house all the time.
You know, it's also much easier to not buy a ticket here and just drive with the train. There's a certain term for this behavior here. I don't know how you guys call it. When you don't pay for the tickets and just jump in.
We call it being stingy.
Okay. In our case, it's called Schwarzfahren, which means black driving. When you say it in English, it sounds so much more racist.
A little bit.
But yeah, at least when I was in New York, you always have to go first through a gate, and also in London you first have to make let the machine check your ticket before you can actually go into the train station.
What I can say about America is that we just are super paranoid, super untrusting, and super afraid of like our neighbors, everyone, fellow countrymen. We just don't trust here very much, and I think it's just rooted in our culture somehow. I don't know why, but I guess, you know, the media constantly teach us like, oh, you should fear these people, they're doing this, or you should fear this group, they're doing that.
Yeah.
And nobody trusts anybody over here. And also we have a lot of gun violence, so that also may have something to do with it.
It's a shame.
Anyway, that was yet again me going on a political rant on a stream about my own country.
Well, there's much to rant about these days when it comes to politics and stuff. And
Alright, I'm in line to pick up my pizza, and when I get it, I'm going to go silent for a little bit because I'm going to be paying. So if I suddenly stop talking, know that it's because I'm paying for my pizza.
that's okay. Guck zwischendurch.
So how's the safety harness going? Since I can't see it.
It's going relatively well, I would say. Of course, I had not much time for research now, but should be.
On the stream, do you kind of just start things, and if you're not really happy with it, you just go through with it because you don't have enough time to start over?
Yeah. Usually, when I realize early enough that I'm not really happy, I just begin again. But yeah, when it's too late, then it's too late. Okay guys, I'm nearly finished with shading here, so let me know what would be fitting for this birdie burp.
Acquired.
What? That was a weird sound.
Are you still doing Sapionis, or have you started something else?
Yeah, I'm in the moment giving the nest a little bit more structure.
Cool.
Indeed.
I still haven't finished going through the EBAP abstracts, but I've seen some. There seems to be a lot of stuff on Pelican and Mimus, which is interesting. There's CT scans of its skull, I believe.
Yep.
And I'm looking forward to see if there's anything new regarding the soft tissue controversy of it. See if it really does have that color pouch and the
yeah.
press thing. Is this yet again something that you know about but can't talk about?
There wasn't really much on the soft tissue preservation in the talk.
Okay. Unfortunate, but oh well.
Indeed. I was hoping for more on that as well.
I think when it comes to new dinosaur discoveries, my favorite things, new dinosaur discoveries, I'm of course meaning like Mesozoic animals, is always anything that has to do with soft tissue and anything that has to do with ecology.
Yeah, that's usually the coolest.
I only really get excited for a new dinosaur species being discovered if it has like a fairly complete skeleton that has like some unique features.
Yeah.
Other than that, I'm just kind of like, oh god, another one. Another fragmentary theropod.
Another fragmentary titanosaur. They are the worst. When it
Maybe
comes
eventually
to...
we'll have enough fragments to make a full one.
Well, there are a few nicely preserved ones, but way too little.
You know, I always thought for some reason that Apisthocoelicaudia was a Jurassic sauropod.
What?
That lived in a yeah, I don't know why. And I thought that it lived in like a swampy environment, and now here I am learning that it's like a Mongolian late Cretaceous sauropod.
Yeah, Namek formation.
Yeah, good old Namek. The best formation that never gets its sight in a documentary. Except Dinosaur Planet. The two formations that I want to see more of in documentaries is Dinosaur Park and Nemec. I guess Isian too, but and Wessex as well.
I couldn't choose this. There are so many interesting places. I think. For example, also
what's
the.
that one Jurassic? You go ahead.
Okay. For example, the Nucrine basin in South America, with Amargasaurus, for example, which is basically a desert environment with some little oasis here and there. That would be interesting too.
The Adamantian formation is particularly interesting because it's an environment that it has sauropods, but the majority of the fauna is made up of Pruitarsians that have taken over all these different roles and niches, and it's like this place in South America that is just crocodilomorphs have taken over all the different niches, and it's very interesting.
Indeed.
I also like I forget the name of it, but there's a formation from the late Jurassic that is really, really similar to Morrison, but it's in China, and the animals in there are kind of like mirrored versions of the ones that you would see in Morrison. Mamenchisaurus is there, young Schwannosaurus is there, there are some Stegosaurs there. I can't.
Mamenchisaurus or Mamenchisaur?
I think it's Mamenchisaurus.
Yeah, because that was considered late Jurassic, but by now it's actually considered something like Middle Jurassic.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
I wonder if the rest of the formation might be Middle Jurassic then. I know for a fact that Mamenchisaurus and young Schwannosaurus are there, and I think Huyangosaurus is there.
Yeah, I think as well. As a kid, our school library had a book on that formation actually.
Oh, that's really interesting.
Yes, it was a children's book, but it was pretty well researched and nicely illustrated, and documented the journey and fossilization of one Mamenchisaurus individual.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'll have to look into that. That sounds really interesting. I hope I'm remembering this correctly. The Ischiangolasto formation. The one with Herrerasaurus and Eoraptor.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
It's really interesting. It's this sort of volcanic region.
Mm-hmm.
This volcanic jungly region. And it makes me a little bit upset that this was an area that was volcanically active, but yet we don't have any specimens of the animals that are preserved as well as the Ischian fauna.
Yeah. Well, it depends on the form of volcanic activity, unfortunately.
Yeah. It would be nice though if we found an area either from or near Ischiangolasto that does preserve as well as Ischian. But I'm not going to hold my breath for it. Yeah. But a Triassic formation that has like really well preserved animals would be with soft tissue would be incredible.
That would be really, really nice. I guess. I think the Karoo basin has a potential for such material, but so far there isn't stuff coming from that direction. And I actually heard that there were very few professional excavations in the Karoo so far. And most of the time, for example, with many Mesospondylus specimens, they just took out the skull out of the ground and left the rest behind. In many cases, so there are complete skeletons probably lying around there still. Okay, now I gave this Sapionus a black-blue iridescent neck and head.
Cool.
And reddish plumage on the rest of the body.
Animals have feathers that would support iridescence or diet that would support some type of colorful parameter. Yellow Arnis, for example.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if a Neurognathus would. Well, I mean, we don't know very much about technofibers and their ability to have colors other than just melanin. But with animals that eat a lot of insects, which sometimes contain a lot of carotenoids, might be interesting. Although bats and swifts do the same thing, and most of them are pretty dully colored.
Yeah.
Which I think more has to do with the nocturnality of them than anything else.
I will mute myself for a little bit because we have some background noise here in the moment.
Okay. Joshua is muted, and that means that's me. Okay. So I can still hear you, but the stream can't. Okay. Hey, stream, I can hear Joshua, but you can't. Ha 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 ha. Wait, can the stream hear me? Ooh. Joshua, do you get paid to work at the art center that you work at, or is it a volunteer thing? I know that you sometimes teach classes at an art college. Do you get paid for that, or is it like a volunteer? Okay, cool. Is that like your primary source of income? Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
So.
Okay.
Oh, Julian is here. Hi. Welcome to the stream.
Hi, Julian. I'm really excited to see these, the Sapionus and the Protoceratops you did, because I like the description of both. hope my car hasn't been making any noises happen in the stream.
No, not so far.
Okay, good.
It's a nice car so far.
Good. It's a new car, so
Ooh.
that may have something to do with it. Unlike my old car, I can actually open the driver's side door without having to open the door behind it and reach my arm around to open it from the inside.
That sounds complicated.
Yeah, and it also doesn't sound like it's falling apart whenever I'm driving it because it has 400,000 miles on it.
Ooh.
This one only has 80,000. And with that, I am home. So I'm going to eat my pizza, and then once I'm done, if the stream is still going, I will join the stream again.
Yes, do that. See you maybe later.
But for now, alright. See you guys maybe later.
And with that, I'm finished. I think the head could actually be a little bit smaller. Yeah, that fits better. After all, it's the largest bird from Liaoning. Oh, Julian, sorry. I see that question for Kirby too late. He was on his phone, so he wasn't able to check the chat or see the stream. He was just on Discord. Yeah, I'm finished with Sapionis, so you guys can go ahead and suggest something new. And I will get something new to drink. Okay guys, I will have to do something with the cat for a moment. I will be back soon. Oh yeah, and we will look at Discord in a moment. Who's here? Wasn't this someone? No. Apparently just me. Okay. What do we have here? Homotherium? Don't you mean homotherium? Hi Brennan. Ah, hi Maggie. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see that you made it. Oh wait, yes, I promised I would look over Discord. Also, Yo-Yo is already gone, but here is Dino Shalos. In case you see this afterwards, I would look at turtle shells again because they look different. There's a certain pattern to their carapax. Dino Birdman, nice Protoceratops. Please remember the Yugal horns they had here in that area, and yeah, the frill was a little bit more curved. It's inside, I think, like that. I like that pouch. Yeah, it looks a little bit better. Let's compare. Yeah, the frill is a little bit smaller. It's better. Oh, Sapionis. The wings could be larger. This animal has surprisingly large wings for an early bird, really. There are a few graphics online where you can see that well. Oh, thumbnail sketches. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Quickly thumbs up. This one is probably my favorite. Okay, let's see. Ardonyx versus Dracovenator. As a kid, I always thought Homotherium was a discount smelter. Not really. It's a taller, lanky brother of Smilodon. Stegosaurus. We already did Stegosaurus. Sorry. Dip. Dracovenator. Nah, Dracovenator isn't really known from lots of material. Oh, good night, Yo-Yo. Sleep well. Yeah, it seems like Dracovenator is basically it. Dilophosaur that isn't particular diverting from Dilophosaurus. at least when it comes to the overall shape of the skull and what is inferred from the few fragments we have. But I must say we already did, by the way, we already did Homotheria. It was my first cat portrait. Yeah, maybe let's do Ardonyx. How much material do we have for this guy? Oh, quite a bit. Yeah, let's do Ardonyx. Let's see what we can do. Would like to have some. I would like to know how broad the torso of this animal would be. But as usual, there are no dorsal views of the skeleton, and I don't know why I'm so tired right now, or at least yawn so much. Oh, but here is a nice view of the skull in dorsal view. That makes things easier for sure. Okay. Let's pretend I know how the torso would be in width. Oh, Julian, for some reason I read I might poop by tomorrow. Oh, my brain, my poor brain. Yeah, good night. Large nostrils. think the nose could be a little bit larger even. This animal has strange facial proportions. Let me know what coloration for this guy would fit. Taylor, Jet, this is Ardenix, Razor Large Sauropodomorph, Basal Sauropodomorph, still bipedal. I think while I wait for your suggestions, I will eat a banana, which I just spotted over here. Yeah, I tried quite an unusual angle for this one. Problem, the usual problem with sauropods and sauropodomorph, so of course their enormous size, which makes it often quite difficult to fit them on the paper. Or let's say not the size, but their proportions. So long neck, so long tail. So usually the paper is too short. That's why perspective can help you tremendously. Okay, I will just make it a bit more yellowish. And oh, yes. some dark blue spots just around the eye. Yep, I just leave it like that. Let me know what we could do next. How many have we done? I think 4. Yeah, this is 4th. Maybe next one will be last, I think. I think tomorrow I would like to do a themed stream with an overarching topic. That would be cool. It's been a while since we did that. Ooh, a nice little Protoceratops on Discord. Cute. Cute, cute. I don't see anything right now what I would critique. Ooh. Of course it's rather small, so yeah, but the overall anatomy looks nice. Maybe look at the feet here again. They look a little bit different in Protoceratops, but if this is part of the style, you can leave it like that too. Nice. Okay, last sketch. What shall we do? Ooh, Brennan has something new. Nice. Good stuff. Oh, come on, guys. You leave me no choice. Where is it? Yeah. Burp. Angry eyes. Oh, Patago Titan. I would rather not do a Patago Titan portrait because the only part of the skull we have are some teeth, which makes everything else purely speculative. Since we have only a handful of Titanosaur skulls, really. Camouflaged Elasmosaur. Yeah, that could be nice. Let's see what. The problem with Elasmosaurs is that their torso is relatively tall in cross section. Their torso looks mostly like this. While in most other plesiosaurs it's more like this. Or even this. And there's even one species that looks more like this. In cross section. Oops. Centrosaurines. Oviraptor that is using tools. I already did an Oviraptor, unfortunately. Brontosaurus. We just did the Sauropolymorph. Dinos is Spinal Dragon production. You, as always, you missed the most. This will be the last sketch. Saurischtis could be interesting. Some more fishy stuff is welcomed. Let's see. Oh, the Mesozoic Master. Welcome to the stream. Let's do Saurischtis. Saurischtis is probably best known for its ability to drawn wait. Drawn references. There are studies that show that Sarishis was an extremely fast swimmer, apparently. A living torpedo. Yikwi. We already did Yikwi, unfortunately. Iguanodon. We did an Iguanodon during the style stream in Art Nouveau style. That was nice. I have the feeling the skull isn't. Natural line organ. Yep. Also in this case here, it's very hard to find the skull shown in dorsal view. Yeah, that's good. I will change a little bit the rostrum here. Like that. Okay. Oh no. Please not. God, my tablet is bugging out. Not again. Now it seems to work again. Yes, Juan, it starts with a stream with a fish and it ends. No, I will not do Montana Spinus. Never. Yep. See, I fade out the pattern on the flanks. So I think that's it. Yep. Yep, this is all for tonight. Let me quickly save this. Break this. And as a last act, as always, we will go through the stuff we did tonight. We started with this little boy, Kimolichtis, swallowing a juvenile Xiphacanthus. Then we had Protoceratops laying its eggs with some fluff all over its body. Then Sapiornis roosting in the top of in the canopy, being very fabulous about everything. Argenix being very curious about the camera apparently, and of course Sorichtis, the living torpedo. Yep, that's everything for tonight. Yeah, I will just, oh wait. Quick look on Discord. Burp. Ooh. Sauropod. Nice. The mouse looks a little bit strange, but